From the heart of Kansas City, we bring you Buk and Bob from Chiefs Kingdom and Mel.
And Mel, that's me.
I'm Bob.
I'm Buck. We're not fancy analysts.
But we have just as many bad takes.
Speak for yourself.
What's up, man? What
What's
an
up?
awesome game that was.
Dude, that was an ugly-ass game. But, I mean, it doesn't look ugly on paper, but, boy, it was ugly.
I think the first half
The first
was
half was
ugly.
real
The
ugly,
second
yeah.
half was a lot more comfortable.
It was.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But
As Mel said while we were watching the game, the whole first half, she goes, Buckman, I don't think you've leaned back once. And then in the second half, I caught myself like leaning back in the couch a few times.
Yeah.
It's funny
Yeah.
how that
Then
works.
he got pounced by the dog.
Yeah, again.
you look on paper, and it's like, man, they destroyed him. But, boy, man, it was definitely the tale of two halves. It was rough to begin with. And, like, I mean, honestly, I don't know, man. We caught up on rushing towards the end of the game, but damn, like, they weren't, like, am I crazy? Did I miss
Yes.
the first half? How many rushes do we have in the first half? I should have checked that before we started. But, like, I feel like we barely rushed in the first half. And then-
First half, we had 70 yards rushing, but 30 of it was Mahomes.
Yeah, how many rushing attempts? Oh, here it's right
13.
here. Yeah,
3 were Mahomes.
with 3
so
were
10.
so we rushed 7. Rush
9
once
times.
with Rice, so like 9 or 10 times without Mahomes, 9 times with running backs. Okay, well that's actually more than I thought. Maybe it was towards the end. It was like the first quarter. We just weren't rushing, I think. But hey, what's up, everybody in chat? What's going on? Hello and welcome. Hey, if you guys could do us a favor, here we don't usually do this at the top of the show, but please spam that chat with something. See if we can get more people in here. We're doing this real quick after the game started, so there's a lot cooler people doing the after shows, so yeah, it is what it is, right? But the more you do it, the more it'll
Obviously.
help.
More than us?
The more you spam chat, the more you like, the more you share it out, the more we'll get out to other people.
How about Mahomes being the third highest rusher on the team tonight and not the number 1 rusher?
Yeah,
Woo!
That's awesome.
yeah, it's
Love
definitely
to
awesome.
see it.
I mean, honestly, the rushing really started to open up in the second half. I mean, dude, we look at Pacheco was at a 4.8 average, Hunt was at a 4.4 average, Mahomes was a 7.5. Rashid Rice was at a 6.0, and Brashard Smith was at a 2.7. Boy, it sucks that he got his 17-yard run called
Yeah.
back, because that would have made him look like the best.
You were gonna complain about that.
Oh,
As soon
I'm
as it
upset
happened,
about it,
I
The
man.
only
was like, oh my
the only thing
God.
is, though, had Rice not held on that play, was Brashard going to get as many yards?
Yeah.
Probably not, but he still had a big run that got erased.
Yeah.
My man, Mahomes Magic. It's the only after show I go to. Well, thank you so much.
Me too.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the first half had us worried too, Mahomes. Had us worried too.
Yeah, it was definitely rough, and the 2 picks from Mahomes in the first half.
Well, I mean, one was
So,
Kelsey.
I know, but it's
That
just like,
one where Kelsey, dude, that was so weird. I mean, it was literally, you could make excuses about the other one was thrown behind him, the one that the
The
one.
Kadarius Toney one.
Yeah, but this one was literally schoolbook catch.
Yeah.
Literally, I mean, if he had to put his hands up, it would have hit him in the bridge of the nose. I think Kelsey's in his own head, dude. Because he
Well,
physically looks
after
better
that-
than he
Yeah.
did last year. I mean, he really looks the part.
Yes.
But his hands have not been. And that doesn't go away with age.
I
That's not
think-
something that slows down.
I
Your
think he
hands are
was-
still your hands.
I think
he's in his own
head because we had been struggling already, right? And I think he was in his head I need to make a big play, right? And I think that you saw last week we were dominating and he was balling. And then you saw this week, second, third, fourth quarter, he was epic. He made a catch that was super low, that was an impressive catch that, yes, Kelsey should make, but it wasn't like an easy catch, right? And I think at that moment, it was just like such a like, we need to get some momentum. I want to be the hero type of play mentality that he got in his own head about it. And I think he's done that before.
Well, but then that one where he chipped and he was blocking, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, Mahomes is in trouble. He just goes out. The whole side of the field was open, and he gets that huge run, or that huge yak after catch. I mean, it was awesome to see that happening. I mean, so there was a lot of bright points, and the TD catch in the end zone too. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I just think he's in and out of his head way too much this entire season, and I think he just needs to forget stuff and just play ball, man.
Yeah, on that big long play though, he was going down. He was going down, whether he got tackled or not. That dude that got the tackle on him, that could have been my 5-year-old daughter out there. She would have got the tackle. Dude, he was going down.
He was doing that thing where you're doing the long steps,
please.
And you're like, oh, someone just touched me.
Somebody tackle me, yeah.
He's like, why is nobody here? Like
he was literally, I think his whole point was he was thinking the guy was going to get to him faster, so he's putting his whole body, like, weight forward, but then the guy didn't get to him in time, and then he was just like, oh, no, I'm going down.
Oh, my gosh. It was epic, I will say. It was very epic. But I remember watching New Heights and Travis being like, you know, with all of these, with our whole full receiver core in now, it's like, I don't get double teamed as frequently, and there's definitely more opportunities where I'm like wide open, and it's the weirdest thing. Like I get the ball and I'm wide open, and I'm like, ah!
Yeah. He's definitely not used to that over the years. That's the one thing he hasn't had a whole lot over the years. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, yeah, it
was like being on a roller coaster. He's like, ah, okay, I'm coming.
That's one thing. You know what? You brought up that post. I wanted to read that real quick because I had a comment on that. Mahomes Magic said, LOL, I got mad as hell at Kelsey, but he more than made up for it, especially on that catch and run where he wasn't even supposed to run an actual route and was blocking. That was a play we were just talking about. But I think, and I could be wrong here, I think Amenahue messed up something at the end. He got that penalty that he didn't need to get. But besides that, everybody that made a mistake tonight that we were like, oh, that's definitely going down the notes.
Even Jack
Cochran got that.
He got the late interception catch. That was a really good play.
Yeah. Who else? And Kelsey made that big. Somebody else made a big mistake and then made up for it later too. Damn it! I wasn't writing anything down at that point. I should have been.
I mean, Rice fumbled it, but got his own fumble back, which helped.
Yeah,
that was a close one. He definitely fumbled it, but got it back.
You could say that had we lost that fumble, he would have made up for it too with all of the plays that he had after that as well.
Yep. Yeah. Did Rice got to the end zone once, right?
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Hunt got a receiving TD. He got the receiving TD and he got a rushing TD.
Rice was the
I wonder
last
how many people.
touchdown.
Rice was the last touchdown.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, yep. You're right. It was the one little.
I was like,
flick
no,
to the
worthy.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, like, dude, Hunt in there twice. That was. I wonder how many people had Hunt on their fantasy bench. It was like, dang it.
Yeah. I mean, can't blame him. I wonder the fool that actually played Hunt that was like,
no, he's still, I mean, he was in the mid-teens in points, maybe 15, 17 points, something like that. He didn't have a whole lot of yards.
You know, somebody had, like, this was the most frequent bye week for people, for teams. Right?
I've got a dogfight going on between my legs right now.
Same.
17.2 points, that's what he got.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yep, I Mahomes Magic is on fire tonight with being in my head here, but I do think. Okay, so here we read this real quick.
Yeah. Mahomes Magic said that late interception that Cochran got doesn't make up for a ton of special teams penalties. Fire him into the sun. So Cochran only made one of those mistakes. I mean, he was only responsible for one of them, and I would say that the pick made up for that one mistake. Now, the mistakes that the special teams had, this was something I was going to bring up at some point anyway, so might as well just go ahead and talk about it.
Hold on. if we're going off Cochran,
Uh-huh.
I will want to follow up real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I believe what Mahomes Magic is talking about is all the mistakes Cochran has made throughout the year so far.
Okay.
Which is a lot. He was, I think, 3 or 4 of those 12 penalties we had the big game, and I'll say, I don't know, man, a pick, even though it's in garbage time, that's usually when players are giving up. But I mean, when he got the pick, I did the whole Dumb and Dumber thing where I looked at Buck and go, just when I thought you had hit rock bottom, you go ahead and completely redeem yourself. I mean, a pick is a pick, dude. For a linebacker, I got to give it to him. I mean, like, he gets a little bit of a pass now. If he comes out next week and does it again, dude, I'm going to be like, get out of here. But, like,
Yeah, in
my mind right now, he's in a better spot right now.
I was literally only talking about this game and the mistake that he made during this game. Yeah,
Right,
I would agree, Magic, that I don't think it makes up for all the mistakes that he's made this season, but I think he's on at least an upward trajectory. Now he's got a little bit of playing time on the defense, even though it was in garbage time. Like you said, he didn't give up. He was still playing like it was the first quarter. As far as he was concerned, that was going to be his big chance to make a play, and he did.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
you know, going forward, we know that we can trust him on defense to make a play in the moment. Can we trust him on special teams to not?
He just needs to not hold. I mean,
Yeah.
like, dude, now, Tobe did come out and say that it's a little rough on Jack because Jack is usually responsible for the best. Like, he's supposed to be the guy that's going up against the best gunner, right? Like, he's supposed to be that guy, and maybe that's why it happens. But, I mean, Tobe's going to make excuses for his team. But
Yeah.
you want to talk about the special teams in general.
Yeah, just I mean, in general, right now, I mean, Dave Tobe is widely considered one of the better special teams coaches in the NFL, and the penalties that we've seen on special teams over the last few weeks is just, I mean, that's got to be driving him nuts. It's driving me nuts.
And the kicking stuff that's been off too.
Oh yeah, that's a Butker issue, not a Tobe issue.
That's on him though too.
Well, that's 2 games in a row from Butker with no mistakes, no missed field goals, nothing at all. So that's his 3rd game with no missed kicks, 2nd game in a row with no mistakes at all. So is it too early to say Butker's figured it out?
Yes.
I think so too. One more game.
Every time we kicked an extra point today, you go like,
Well,
you
the
saw
one-
it, like hooking.
The one started way off. I mean, as
first
soon as it left his foot, it was going, I mean, wide left. And then it just, it just corrected itself almost immediately.
Yeah.
But that one, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I had to go to the bathroom after that. That was,
Oh man,
it was a little butt puckerer. I was like, here we go again.
Oh man, yeah. So, dude, and okay, what was the first pick Mahomes threw? Why is that? Why am I blanking on that right now?
That
I
was
mean, it was a
that was the
pick.
one downfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one downfield to, was that Hollywood? I think he threw it to. Yeah, he threw it to Hollywood. Hollywood wasn't able to make the adjustment the way that he did.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good pick. Like,
It was, yeah.
I mean, the guy, I want to say, jumped in front. Right?
He did. He jumped in front. Now here's a note that they said on the broadcast. They said that Mahomes has only thrown one back shoulder pass like that in the recent. I can't
In the
remember.
regular season?
In the regular season,
Because
maybe
he threw one in, like, it was one of the first times I'd seen him do it. He did it in the end zone to Brownlee in the preseason. I was like,
in that first preseason game.
New tool.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. Maybe
So
that's the
that's-
second time in the regular season he's thrown that.
So that's an area of opportunity for Mahomes, which is crazy when you're talking about, guaranteed one of the top 3 quarterbacks of all time, arguably the best quarterback of all time, that he's still got other things that he could work on to get better.
Right.
That's ridiculous. Here's one thing I noticed. This is completely off topic. It was said in another thing in the broadcast, the Chiefs have not had a 100-yard receiver all season.
Really?
Do you
Yeah.
see how close we got tonight? Kelsey with 99.
Oh, come on.
And Rice had 93. So, I mean, they were right there to have two guys.
Yeah.
Well, with that much talent in the
They got to
receiving
spread it
corps,
around, yeah.
I don't know that we get any 1,000-yard receiver this year, and I think that's one of the best things you could possibly have happen, because that was the biggest problem when Tyreek Hill was here. The biggest problem we had the year that he left, I told everybody, no one would listen, but when he got traded, I was like, dude, we're gonna be better. Watch, we're going to be better, because we were forcing it to him. Teams knew we were. He got away with it a lot, but
he was
it
so
killed
good.
us against good teams and good defensive coordinators. And so, like most teams don't have the luxury. They have an A.J. Brown that's complaining about, getting, catches, getting looks. They have a, actually, I shouldn't say it because I don't know that I've ever heard Jamar Chase ever complain that he's not getting looks. So, but I'm just saying, usually receivers are so greedy, and we're so lucky to have these receivers that want everybody to eat. And
You know what's
it
funny?
really looks like they do want that, and it's not just BS.
Do you know why? I think it's the culture. And I think it's the receivers that we have brought in haven't been number one egotistic receivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
The receivers that are really amazing have been homegrown receivers that have been built in this culture of
For the most part. You could argue that Hollywood Brown is one of
Hollywood,
those.
fair. But Hollywood was kind of on a slump when we got him, right?
Well, he
wasn't
got hurt.
like a
Yeah, he
Right
was
away.
on like
high
an injury slump.
acquisition,
Yeah.
like good, like he had success in the past, but
He was still pretty dang young though.
right. But he comes in, he gets hurt. We still make it to the Super Bowl in a crazy, horrible year. And he's like, all right, like, I'm in for it, right? Like, whatever you're going to get, like, I'd rather be on a team where I get 5 catches a game
Well,
and
I
go
mean-
to the Super Bowl every year.
Did he play for anybody besides the Cardinals before us? Because I mean, basically,
I think the Bucks drafted him, didn't they?
I don't think
I might
he
be
played for
thinking-
the Cardinals only.
I might be thinking of
I think he played his rookie
Brown,
time through the
the
Cardinals.
guy that quit in the middle of the game. He was playing for the
played-
Bucks.
He was drafted by the Ravens.
he was drafted by the
Ravens.
Ravens.
He played for the Ravens
Mahomes
from
Magic had it.
2019 to 2021. Then he went to the Cardinals for a year. and
So
then
he's
he
only
came
on
to
the
us.
Cardinals for a year. Okay, well, so basically, I do remember him saying to
Mahomes Magic all
to
over it.
who did we get from the Cardinals? The left tackle, right? The left tackle from the Cardinals.
Oh, he was a first round by the Ravens, 25th overall pick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, and he was awesome in his first couple of years. But
I think he's cousins with Antonio Brown.
so, but hold on. Remember, start with an H. The left tackle we brought in.
Herm Edwards.
No,
Horatio.
you do you even know who I'm talking about? Oh my God, the left tackle we brought in, guys, like that was gonna save the day. He played one game, pulled his hamstring again. Oh my God, I'm
DJ
losing.
Moore?
I'm losing my. No, DJ Humphries.
Humphreys? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was from Arizona?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it was. That was what I was
I'm pretty
asking
sure
you, but
I'm
you guys
pretty
didn't even
sure he
remember
was from
him.
Arizona. Yes.
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 Thanks, Mahomes. Thank God I'm not crazy. I'm like, did I dream this? So I remember him telling Humphreys, dude, you're not going to believe the way this org runs things. It's next generation. It's something you've never seen before. And he was like, bro, you don't got to talk me into this. Like, I'm coming. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Mahomes, I'm in.
But like, I think when Hollywood got here, that was the whole thing I was trying to get to. I think it's shown with what he said in the public and to Humphreys. Like, he sees this as like, wow, I do not want to leave this. I
Right.
want to be here.
That's what I'm saying. The culture that we have
Yep.
is significantly impacting these players. Now, I will say we've been winning, and that is a key metric in such a positive culture.
100%.
The hardest thing to do.
Whoa.
No, it
Hold
is.
on. The hardest thing to do, and I'm not saying that the Chiefs can't do it, but the hardest thing to do is maintain a positive culture where nobody feels left out when you're losing.
Mm-hmm.
Why does everybody in my family text me during the podcast? I don't get that stuff. I mean, why? I don't get it. But sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up during the podcast. But I'm going to read that later. So, have we forgotten the start of the year?
No,
0-2. Like
I'm not saying.
everybody, like half of Chiefs Kingdom going fire Andy.
I
Okay,
know.
yeah,
what I
but
mean?
we weren't in that camp.
Oh
Correct.
no, we
No.
weren't.
But I'm not saying.
I was
I'm not
saying, like,
2 games.
it
I'm not
wasn't
saying,
a winning culture at that
I'm not
point.
saying 2 games. I'm not saying 4 games. I'm not saying 8 games. Right? Like you have to have a consistent losing culture for like you really learn who people are when you're losing 6, 7, 8, 10 games in a season, and those people
Yep.
still come to work every day and still are positive and still put in everything and don't care about the catches, right?
Absolutely.
And I think that that is some of the difference right now. Like I have to give credit to the fact that we're a winning culture and that makes it easier. I do think that we've got something special, which is why we're a winning culture.
I was just about to say, there's a reason we're a
Correct.
we're a winning culture.
But it's the talent plus the culture.
It's-
you can't have the culture. You can, but I'm saying it's a
We've-
lot harder to win without the talent,
we've
and it's a lot harder to win without the culture.
yeah.
with the
I mean,
talent, you know?
so it's Mahomes and the culture and the coach. I mean, that's my opinion. The best team we ever had, and this team, by the end of the season, well, I'll tell you how I feel about it when we go into the playoffs. But the best team Mahomes had was the first year that he started. Period. It was the best year we had.
Agreed.
It was the best offense.
Ford. It was the best D too. Yes, it was the best team overall. I will bet you money. I mean, in fact, it's like, let's just say coaches agree with me also on this one. It was the best team we had, and we lost to Brady, right, in the AFC Championship. We have gone.
That's
Think of
just mine.
every Super Bowl we've been in and won. What's the storyline been? Well, the Chiefs aren't the better team on paper, but we think, it's Mahomes and the coaches. I mean, that's
Yes,
what
Mahomes
it
and
is.
the coaches and the culture.
But the culture's brought by the coaches. Like, so we haven't had super talented teams.
Correct.
The Ravens have been super talented. San Francisco's been super talented. The Bills, not now, but before, were a powerhouse team. What we have is culture, and Mahomes Magic says, dare I say, the best culture in the NFL. Culture is a huge part of building a winning team. I'd say hands down, we have the best culture, and that also stems back to the owner too. I mean, if you think about, I remember when we had Tamba Hali on the show, and he talked about many different things that pointed out that our org cares about players. He pointed out that, hey, they have spreadsheets of every snap these guys have ever taken, and they want to make sure that they can walk after they're done playing the game. So they actually hold them back. Like Andy talks about it whenever they're talking about, Kelsey's like, I watch it. If I need to hold him back, I'm gonna hold him back. Like, and he's like, he doesn't say it outright, but that's the thing. And then Tamba talked about Eric Berry. He's like, I don't know that many orgs would have given him, because Eric Berry, if everybody remembers, had cancer before he got the huge payday. Now, he also was drafted back in the day where first round draft picks made a ton of money and were kind of hated by the veterans in the room. But his big paycheck came after he came back from having cancer, And Tamba was like, I don't know that many other orgs would have still paid him because they probably didn't have to, because the rest of the league didn't really know he was still good. And so we do have one of the best orgs, and it starts with Clark Hunt, moves down to the coaches, moves down to Mahomes. I mean, you talked about the wide receivers. Sorry, I'm going this huge rant, but you talked about the wide receivers, getting spread so much. Andy's talked in a recent presser, was like, dude, guys, him spreading the ball, that's him. I mean, we give him the option. He's choosing to share the wealth with everybody. And that's something that I haven't seen a lot in my career. He said that, not so many words. I don't want to say exact quote, but something to the nature that made me think he wasn't used to seeing this type of quarterback non-selfishness. Like, he'll go to somebody else, even though he knows he can probably count on someone else more. And he builds up his guys. So, sorry, I went on a long rant there, guys. My bad.
Yeah, I will say, while you were talking there, I looked up the 2018 regular season Chiefs, and they were the best offense, but their defense was not. I mean, there were 3 games where they gave up less than 20 points. No, 4 games less than 20 points. I mean, one of the games was 51-54. There were 4 games in a row where they gave up 24 or more points twice. Actually, no, once. And then 23 or more 4 games in a row. I mean, defense was not great that season. It was just the offense was so explosive. And, it was kind of one of those things where you've talked about when the Chiefs have to go up against a quarterback that they, like a backup quarterback. It's like they don't know how to play against him, and I think that's what was happening with the NFL that year. Nobody knew what Patrick Mahomes was capable of, except for Andy Reid.
Damn, you're right, dude. My bad.
Yeah.
I was misremembering that. We had a lot more sacks and stuff, though. I guess our D was a lot flashier than our D's
Maybe.
not flashy now, but it's
No.
consistent and good and weird because we gave up so many yards today, but only 7 points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, I stand corrected. Yeah. Wow. Okay. My bad.
You're good, buddy.
Hey, well, I appreciate you educating
But
me.
I do want to clarify that I agree that a good culture makes a winning team. I just think it's also hard to get a good culture when you're losing. And that's all I was saying.
I think the Chiefs kind of had a jump start there because of, when Andy Reid came to this organization, he brought that culture with him. He got Alex Smith and then created that culture and then just kind of sustained until he was able to pick up Patrick Mahomes. And then when you talk about a player's floor versus their ceiling, right? He was really lucky that Patrick Mahomes was more of a ceiling type guy than a floor type guy, and he's just taken off with it.
Well,
But
and we kind of have to credit Brett Veach for Mahomes. And actually, I mean, honestly, Brett Veach's daughter for writing him that little post-it note. Yeah, I've got to get you that so you can watch that. I think it's on YouTube. I think it's on ESPN's YouTube now.
Is it?
We'll look at
We'll
look
have to
later.
check it
But
out.
yeah, it was. You have to watch The Rookie though, so you can watch that while you're waiting because you have to watch the Kevin Costner Rookie to understand the story too.
God, I have seen it, but that's been a long time.
Well, his daughter writes him a post-it note. It's this one quarterback, and she says so and so the name or no one. And so his daughter had just watched that with him like a month or 2 prior to Patrick Mahomes, and she'd been hearing him talk to his wife and everybody else about it. And she wrote him Pat or nothing, and he still has the
Really?
post-it note.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's a
that's-
cool story, dude.
That's really cool.
It's
that
a
he still
cool
got
story because she was like 8 or something like that. It's a really cool story. What's up, King Jamie?
King Jamie in the house.
But
What's
yeah,
up, buddy?
I think Clark Hunt was trying. Clark Hunt, as soon as he got the reins, I think I love Lamar to death, but I think Lamar had kind of just kind of gotten he kind of gave it over to what's his name?
Clark?
No, the GM. Peterson.
Yeah, Carl Peterson.
Yeah, Carl Peterson, and kind of just let it go and let it go. No, sorry. But just kind of giving it to him, and then he kind of did well for a while, and then kind of ran it into the ground, and then Clark takes over, and Clark goes in immediately, gets the hottest GM in Pioli, gets the hottest young coach in dipshit, and like I mean he really wait for it, but boy, it turned out
Swing and a miss.
It turned out that those guys weren't the reason, it turned out Pioli wasn't the reason New England was successful. But how did he know? He learned his lesson, and then he went above and beyond to go get Andy when Andy came up. And, I mean, that's where it started. Then Andy brought in the culture, and then him allowing Andy to do these different types of things. I mean, it's all just a huge thing. And just the fact that we have such a good fan. It's also the fucking fan, the fan base. I mean, dude, all these stadiums can't sell their freaking stadium out. We were selling out crowds when Brody Croyle was, or Thigpen was the freaking quarterback.
Yeah,
we were still selling out 80,000 seats in Arrowhead because we're the best fan base on the NFL planet, and nobody can tell me otherwise. It's because it's a fact. There is no other. Like, we are the best around.
Are we still the loudest?
Down. Yeah.
Seattle didn't retake that?
No, and it actually came out that they were cheating.
Well,
they were pumping crowd noise in.
Oh, they were pumping crowd noise in?
Yeah, but they haven't tried since that whole deal. Don't quote me on that. Tell me in the comments. Leave me leaks so I can see if I'm right on that. But
I think a lot of NFL stadiums pump crowd noise in, though, just to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
You can do that.
Prime the engine a little bit.
But you can't do that and then
to break
get
a record.
The Guinness Book of World Records.
You said it was unintentional cheating.
I mean, whatever.
What's up, Jay-Z the White? We had a linebacker. Oh, yeah, dude. That was Belcher. Javon
Belcher. Mahomes Magic has a good response to this.
That was so sad.
Yeah.
That was so sad. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mahomes said, I don't think that was a cultural issue, though. He had more deep-seated issues, and that was true. I like that comment by Jay-Z, but I agree.
I mean, Todd and Pioli came in like his shit didn't stink, acted like a pompous ass. I mean, changed us over from the 4-3 to the 3-4.
What an ass
in one season! Like, it's just like he did it. Like, he was just like, I don't care if we suck after this. Like, that's something you kind of like transition to a little bit over. Like, it's not something you could just change. But luckily, Tamba was able to like change over. I believe Houston was the other one. But yeah.
Yeah. So I did want to talk about the offensive line.
There was some struggles.
Yeah, let's talk about
there
the
was some
offensive
struggles.
line.
Okay, so I felt like there were some struggles initially, right? And I think, on the first drive, they sacked Mahomes, and I was like, oh, gosh, what are we in for, right? Which I do think led to a little bit of Mahomes, like, being a little more weary. But I will say I'm proud of Mahomes for continuing and moving past that and not getting happy feet and not really, like,
Yes, true.
bumming him out. Because in past season or two, that may have just like totally
that would have been
been like, I can't trust my line, I got to get this off, blah, 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 blah. And he didn't do that. So
how did he do it again?
Shut up. But I think that and the 2 picks that he threw, that he was still throwing deep balls. He
threw 1 pick.
Okay. But he got 2 picks.
Okay, all right. That's fair.
So even the season that he last season when he threw like a bunch of picks at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, not all of those were his fault.
Oh, no.
You
A
know?
lot of them were Kadarius Toney's fault.
Right.
Believe me, I remember.
But like that doesn't really factor into his brain. You know, he's like, I threw a second pick today.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad that he was able to let that go. But the offensive line, I think initially there was some struggles. I think throughout the game there was more struggles than I thought there should be.
They did get better, but I think it had more to do with the injuries on the Commanders' team. I mean, they were dropping like flies at one point. I hate injuries, man. I felt so bad for those guys.
Speaking of injuries, can I just bring this up real fast?
Oh, yeah. I'm just cracking up because I have a comment on my phone.
Pacheco's non-injury injury where he like was down and he was like, oh my gosh, and he went over to the sidelines.
Oh, I was
and
so
we were
scared
all
for him.
terrified. And then his like glee and joy.
When the trainer was able to look at him and be like, "No, you're all good, bro. Come on."
And
like,
he just like he jumped up like
he went to some of the like that one like, coach on the sideline. He was like,
yeah, like he had just won the lottery.
Yeah,
like it was like the cutest thing I've ever seen.
It was so good because
that's what every NFL player wants, is to be called the cutest.
I mean, he probably gets that a lot. He's a damn handsome man, but I talk smack on Pacheco a lot because I think he is lacking a lot of things that a number one running back should have. But I'm a huge fan. Like, I would love nothing more for him to just turn into like the best running back in the NFL. There's not a better person that I could think of in the NFL that surpasses him on just kindness, work ethic. I mean, like locker room presence. He ticks all the boxes. So when he was hurt there, I was like, oh no. Oh man, but it felt so good to see him just pop up. And when the trainer told me, he was like, it was so great.
Excited.
His day was over though at that point. I mean, it was pretty late in the game, but he did not come back in.
Well, no.
Yeah, but it's probably like it definitely looked like it was strained. But basically, what he was telling him was, "Hey, you haven't ripped anything
no
or
surgery.
broken anything."
Yeah.
Like he could even be out of practice,
I mean, he was
for a week or
literally
two. But
jumping up and down.
yeah,
like, and he went up to like multiple people. It was like, "Did you see that? It's not. I'm okay. I'm okay."
he was like, he's like, "Yo, what day is it? Frank. What day is it? I'm not hurt, Dave." But hey, dude. So remember, I was complaining about people sending me texts.
Yeah.
My dad sent a comment via text. If you want to read it, he never does this, so I thought we'd go ahead and read it.
One of the reasons the Chiefs do so much better in the second half is their ability to spot the weaknesses of the team they are playing during halftime break. Adjustments. We talk about that all the time. This allows our staff evaluation of the soft spots of the teams they play, enables the Chiefs to make so many great plays the second half and destroy our competition. And he put a little golf flag emoji in there too.
He loves his emojis. It's so cute. But
Listen, Bob, the golf flag
he was
emoji.
one of the toughest dudes
after
I ever
a
met in my
football
life.
post.
And now he says little happy emojis and little
hearts.
Yeah.
Unicorns.
But yeah. I'm
Was that
so
really
happy
from
my
your
dad's
dad?
getting back
Was that really
in.
from your dad?
Yeah, I'm so happy
right.
my dad's getting back into football because he was grew up Cowboys fan. Jerry Jones basically came over and destroyed his team. He's old, like he's
All right, Bob.
like he
I'm
was a
very
huge
upset
fan
that
before
we
Jerry
never
Jones.
Have talked football now. Now I'm very upset.
I mean, he played all through high school and everything. Like football was God for him, but he just got out
I've
of it,
talked
and he's
football
getting
with
back
Debbie.
into it because of Chiefs Kingdom, and it's awesome. But yeah, like I mean, that's what good teams do is they go in, evaluate, and they change. And I mean, that's one of the parts of our culture, and it goes across all of the coaches, not just Andy Reid. I mean, all of these guys and even players.
Andy Heck especially.
And the beautiful thing about our culture is Andy and the coaches listen to players also, which is definitely different than a lot of other teams.
I just want to say, so King Jamie said, cutest is funny, what you were talking about. I tell my wife that Marcus Allen had the prettiest eyes in football. Okay, so there's a line. There's a line. And Mel came right to that line, and she got right there talking about how Pacheco was cute as far as like jumping up and down with excitement. She wasn't talking about his physical features.
Oh, she
King
thinks
Jamie.
he's hot as
Yeah,
hell.
but she didn't say that.
Oh,
but then
those
King
eyes are
Jamie
dreamy.
just went and like jumped over the line. He's like, I think I'm in love with Marcus Allen's eyes.
I mean, Pacheco's, he's got those eyes. I mean,
the
I'm just
jawline. He's
saying.
got a beautiful
Baby,
jawline,
he's
man.
nothing compared to you.
Oh, my
Don't you worry. You either, Buck.
Oh, thanks.
Yep, the beauty of me and my wife is we can both see beauty in both sexes. So,
Sure.
I'm going to leave that joke alone. We'll just move on.
I think you're pretty, Buck.
He doesn't mind when I say how sexy Buck is, you know?
Yeah,
Buck's turning
Buck's
red.
like,
over
I
there.
don't know what to say about that.
Oh man, I mean, what else? So
Juju.
yeah.
Juju
man.
is old faithful at this point.
Yep.
He is always there when Mahomes needs him. He's the dirty, he's the guy that picks up the dirty plays. He does all the dirty work. He's out there doing the Lord's work, right? And
But he's
when
also
Mahomes
able to-
needs him,
Yeah.
he is there and he makes almost every single catch. Did he have any misses tonight?
I think that's the great thing
So-
about Juju is that he is the,
2 for 2.
garbage, he does all the dirty work. So he does all of that, but he's also able to catch when he needs to. And that makes him so
Invaluable.
invaluable,
Yep.
right?
It's all that dancing
And
he
I
does, man.
think he knows that. And I think he's accepted that that's his position on the team, and that's what makes him invaluable, and that's why they'll keep him around.
He's a dirty dog. He's our dirty Dan Sorensen on offense.
I think he would remain on this team if that's all he was doing.
That's what I'm saying.
But then you add in what he means to Mahomes and his scrambling. It's he might be the best at that position for that role on any team in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we
Oh, yeah.
saw it tonight with Noah Gray, who didn't read a pass coverage the same way that I think Juju or Travis or Worthy or Rice would have read it, right? And he was, the call was what he ran, and you can't fault him for that. But Mahomes is so used to all of these other players that the call is the initial write-up. And based on what happens, you pivot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't pivot. And he turned back. He turned back, which is what the call was. And Mahomes threw it downfield. And he was like, but there was nobody downfield. Like, you should have just kept going and you would have been in stride to get that, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is communication and playing with each other.
Nonverbal communication.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Reading the defense the same way
And-
after the play has
Yeah,
started.
yeah, basically thinking on the same
Yeah,
mind
wavelength.
wavelength. Yeah, that's a better word.
And it's what do you call it? When two people, I'll think of it later.
When two people love each other.
Yes, when two people fit together and love each other.
We call it fit like a glove. Oh wait, no, that's
No.
It is one thing they call it.
The show
For
is
other
about to
reasons,
take a
though.
deep, dark turn.
Okay, man. You know what? There's different sizes all over the place. Okay, so King Jamie had a comment.
My dad is right. That's why it feels like it starts slow. It's a scripted bunch of plays to start out so we can poke and prod a defense and find the weaknesses. Spags does it too in a fashion. Yeah, I can't disagree with that statement.
I mean, throughout Andy's tenure, even before Mahomes, it almost feels like they're setting traps. Maybe not the defense. Like Spags seems to have brought that in when he came in, but Andy always seems like he's kind of setting traps for people. Like, the only knock I could give Andy is that he doesn't trap with the run enough when it's the easiest trap you could do. But it seems like they are kind of setting traps, and I could kind of see that. Oh, I know what I was talking. You were talking about Juju. What about Worthy's changing direction on the field to the other side of the field? That was nuts.
That was
my
scary,
gosh.
and I was.
It was scary,
through
but it
the
was
roof.
exciting.
Terrifying. Like, you know that feeling you get when you're like, oh, they're about to lose a yard. Now they run back 7 yards, and you're like, what are they doing? And then you realize that Worthy's the fastest man alive, and you're like, okay, all right, yeah, that worked.
Well, but it didn't matter how there was. He could be fast as hell. What he took was the right angles. He had good vision, and he took the right angles that allowed him to actually make that work. Because you can be fast as heck. I guarantee he tries that in the first half of his rookie year. He fails horribly, and everybody's like, Worthy, what are you doing north and south, bro? You know, like, so it was a ballsy move, and I love it.
South, while also going east and west, you know, like.
But I absolutely loved it. It was that was a really cool thing. What about I'm just kind of thinking of different plays. What about when they had us dead to rights and that stupid defensive tackle? Like, they had Pat,
threw
they
Mahomes
blew
down.
3 different whistles, and then that idiot 3 seconds after the whistles have been blown just decides to throw Mahomes into the dirt. And you're like, I was like, thank you, dipshit.
No
Thank
kidding.
you, sir.
Talk about a momentum killer,
Yeah.
man.
I
They
mean,
just-
what an idiot. Oh, my God.
I know.
Guys, control your aggression. It just makes you look stupid, and it makes your whole team go, bro.
Also, though, Mahomes, like, continuing to, like, drop his shoulder. Like, I know you're competitive, but this is really going to bite us in the butt at one point,
He
right?
did that. The times that he did that, though, it was crucial, 3rd or 4th down, and he needed to get that first. And he's trying to pump up his team. He's
know he
trying to
is.
be the leader, and every time he pops back up.
I know he does, but I'm just worried about the one time that he doesn't, you know?
I was just like, thank you, sir, for being a moron. I love it. Although Charles Omenihu could have used a little bit of tact. Like, when that coach grabbed him, all you have to say, Charles, is shut up, old man, or something like that. You'll piss him off. But you getting chippy with him, that just makes you look like an idiot, Charles. Stop doing it.
Okay, can we talk about the Rice play where he
Welcome,
threw
Brian.
the ball?
Oh, not the direct snap?
And
Okay.
we think that he threw the ball at the defender's head.
Oh, after the play.
Oh,
He was
Rice.
throwing it to the ref.
Throwing the
Rice.
ball at the ref.
He was throwing it
Right.
to the ref.
He
Right.
was, he was definitely throwing it to the ref, and you could tell because he tossed it, and then when it hit the dude in the head, he was like, "Oh shit!" Oh, he ran up and he like tried to like say, "I'm so sorry, crap!" Like, he just knew he was screwed at
Even
that.
the announcers, which
But-
are not Chiefs fans,
You-
by the way, were like, I think he actually might have been trying to throw it at the ref.
You know, he was trying to like fling it by so the guy heard the air go past him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he did not fling it well.
Maybe that's why he's a receiver and not a
Yeah, that was the worst joke. Aikman, stop with those jokes.
Oh, you laughed.
You laughed.
You definitely.
Dude,
I laughed.
I laughed because it was dumb, and I was like, dude, I was about to make the joke about that for Cook earlier when he missed the reception. Well, that's why he's not a receiver and not on offense.
Well, you know
You
what?
know,
He made us chuckle, and I'll give him that.
It's
That's
the
first
dad
time-
joke of the century.
That's the first time I've enjoyed
Oh.
listening to a comment from him.
Oh man, but here, this one, Mahomes Magic. What's the blow up? What did Dorkman say about Mahomes?
I think he was talking about maybe when, Aikman, it was either Aikman or Buck that was talking about that he didn't throw him down; he landed on top of him. I'm wondering if that's the. And
Oh yeah, because Mel thought that's what I said. I was like, Mel, stop putting words in my mouth.
I'm not even gonna fault him for that. I mean, they're watching the game. They're watching the play live. It was crazy chaotic at the end. He said it. I mean, if that's what is blowing up on social media, then yeah, it's just a mistake. I hate Aikman and I hate Joe Buck. I mean, they absolutely suck, especially watching Chiefs games when they're doing it. But I'm not gonna hold that one against them.
Yeah.
We're getting a spam going in the chat.
Yeah,
Aikman sucks. Aikman sucks. Aikman sucks.
Okay.
I had a little Aikman jersey as well, kid. It's horrible.
I want to make a
like
comment on the Chiefs team and the Chiefs game as a whole. This is 3 games in a row now where Andy has not taken his foot off the throats, and it was a 3-score game. Now, the Detroit Lions game was not a 3-score game, but if you remember back, there was a trash time touchdown that Andy Reid almost gifted them to get them to 17, to get it within 2 scores, but it was really a 3-score game. So we're talking 3 games in a row now where Andy Reid just kept kind of pushing to the
although he finally started running though when we were up, so
successfully. I mean,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He was taking off the gas. It's just maybe you could realize, oh, we can run it. I was watching KCSN and Trevor, the guy that's always on with Matt Verram. Trevor had a hat that said "Run the damn ball," and I was like, "That's a good hat, Trevor. That's a good hat."
Oh man.
Oh man, but
this is a funny one. King Jamie said, "I could deal with Buck if they turned loose Jason Kelsey with him in that little room."
Yes.
Agreed. That'd be
what
funny.
about
Wait.
about?
Can I say something?
No.
So the I asked, you said no, and I'm still going. You guys remember the Commanders when they muffed the kickoff? Like, I feel like this was the end to the end for the Commanders, where we kicked it off.
Oh, we kicked it to them, and they muffed it, and
they muffed it
out at the
bounced, and then it bounced out of the 1 yard line, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, that is just, like, so telling of how their whole day had gone. Like, that's just icing on the cake right there.
What about Mike Dana?
Oh,
getting
my
that
God.
first interception?
Yeah.
And then that huge sack.
That
huge sack where the offensive line had screwed up. There was a miscommunication. The right tackle or the right guard was supposed to cover him, and the guy that communicated that to him.
Nobody covered him.
Yeah. Well, he went over to help the center. That right guard went over to help the center who didn't need help, and it just left a massive gap open for Dana. But he's still got to go in, make that play one-on-one against a mobile quarterback that's only 31 years old.
He was like,
I mean,
and
he
still didn't fall for the juke.
He didn't fall for it,
That
man.
was awesome.
It was
awesome.
impressive.
I love how Buck says he's only 31 years old, because earlier tonight he was like,
I thought he was like 38.
I think he's like 38.
Look at how many gray hairs that guy has. Look, when I was 31, I had like a gray every few months, and I'd pluck it out of my beard. I'm 50 years old, man, and that guy's got as much gray as I do.
When I was 31, I had a 6-pack. It was beautiful.
I drank a lot of 6-packs when I was 30, 31.
All right, well, you just depressed me now, talking about 31.
Yeah.
I want to go back in time. No, I don't want to go back in time. I just want to be young again. I want to stay at this time, be young again. Can you imagine going back before smartphones? Like, you know how boring
Yeah,
it
I
was
can imagine
waiting
it.
at
I
the
was
grocery
there.
Store? Like, remember how boring it was waiting in lines?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
Going to the doctor's office, and you got to just watch that stupid TV.
yeah, or read a magazine.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Stopping at payphones and paying 25 cents and having a pager.
No,
Oh my
you-
gosh!
And then you
The
got
dark ages.
You got to my age and you called 1-800-COLLECT. Mom picking me up at the mall.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's your name,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
said
that's your
bye.
name, yeah. You can come get me now.
Man, yeah, I'm a little worried about the line. Brian Parrott, he didn't bring it up in chat, but he's brought it up in our comments about
All hail
how
Andy Heck.
scary the like lower back injuries could be for linemen. He's talked about, how, he's had back problems his, whole, like not whole life, but like over his life. And like, you can't compare that to an NFL player, but if it stops him from standing up, moving around, then it's gotta hurt when you're in an NFL game,
Absolutely.
So that's a little bit scary. The whole thing with Simmons is even more ominous, with Clark saying, "We expect Simmons back sometime in the future."
The rumors that I've heard are that after the bye week is
I'm
what they're
hoping
shooting
so.
for.
I'm
So we'll
hoping
see
so.
what happens. And then if he does come back at that point, he's been out long enough. Does he come back immediately? Does he need some?
Does he
some
get
warm-up
his job
time?
back
Oh yeah.
right away? You think so?
Oh, I think
I think they'll
he has
slip
that
snaps and
yeah.
like-
He's
he
got
has
the
the
job.
skills.
But can he just jump in the first game after as a rookie after so many games away at full strength? And that's a lot to expect. But it's his job.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely hasn't lost his job.
And I also think we don't know anything, honestly.
Let's not
No,
speculate
yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
I'm
not-
just
but
talking
what
about
I'm
when he
saying
comes
Just
is,
back.
about when he comes
we
back.
don't know anything, and I think whatever they know will dictate whether he has a starting lineup spot or not, right? If it's something that they feel like maybe
Well,
isn't,
they obviously feel it's okay that he's missing the time.
that's
So
what they're portraying to the public. Yes.
yeah,
That
that
does
is
not
very
mean
true.
that
Okay,
is-
let's not talk about this though, because it pisses people off.
Okay.
And it pisses me off that it pisses people off. So let's just not talk about it.
I mean, okay.
Like
that's fine.
it's something we should talk about, but it polarizes
there's
people, and like it's almost like talking about politics or religion. Like all,
I mean, there's nothing
everything
to
goes
talk
out the
about.
door, and people just get angry. So
There's
let's just
nothing
not
to
talk about.
about.
What's this? Oh yeah. So Brian.
Okay, wait.
Uh,
hold on.
like-
I wanted to say something first.
Okay.
It's not about that.
That's fine.
Yeah. You're
I
fine.
wanted to talk about Hollywood Brown.
Oh well, here, hold on, real quick before you go to that. I just want to answer this, Brian. We answered this earlier before you got here. Menahue was silly. He could have not taken, he could have just called the dude a dork or said something, but instead he had to get physical with it, which was just dumb. Yeah, it was we really need him to be a little bit smarter about his anger, maybe anger management classes.
Yeah, and there was a play, two or three plays before that, I believe it was, when he was chasing, or they were chasing Mariota out to the sideline. He was trying to get a first down, and he fumbled it. It went out of bounds 1 yard before. Menahue had straight given up on that play. If you watch that replay back, Menahue kind of pushed his guy a few times, and then they both kind of stand there and do this and don't do anything. I mean, and that's while the play is going on. I mean, he wasn't going to make a play on the ball, but you don't know what Mariota's going to do. He's trying to win the game. He could cut back inside, and you would have been right there to make that tackle. I don't like that from a Menahue. That really is a bad look for him.
Well, and Brian followed up by saying Quinn should be fined, suspended for putting his hands on a player. And yeah, he should be, but that's the problem. Charles, he did the second thing, which basically is offsetting penalties. We could have been in a good spot if Charles would have kept his head, but instead Charles slapped him back, and
Disagree.
that's
I don't
the
think
problem.
Anything would have happened if Charles hadn't have gone back at him. I don't think
You might be
anybody-
right,
I don't
but-
think anybody would have said anything about the coach. But I still think it was the right thing for Charles to do to not do what he did. Right?
Yep.
I think he shouldn't have. You have to keep your anger in check, and you can control your own behavior. You can't
We're
control
better
other
than
people's
everybody
behavior.
else, and we should act like it.
Yeah, you can only control your own behavior, and your behavior then made you the bad guy. And how does that help? But
All right, sorry, you were going to talk about Hollywood
well,
always
I
up
was
to
just
no
gonna say,
good.
Hollywood Brown has had some epic games in the last few weeks, and he didn't have any catches tonight.
No, he did have
He
that
did
one
have
target.
targets, though, right?
He
One
had that
target.
one target. That was the interception
Yep.
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
on. Yep.
It was a bummer. But, I mean, again, we've got a lot of good players.
Mhm.
I don't
a
think
lot of
it's
people have to eat.
anything to say about it, but
The
I
fact
will
that Bobby
say-
Wagner got an interception when he's so bad at, like, he's like Nick Bolton coverage. Like, if he gets interception,
Yeah. But we were 100% on our fourth down conversions tonight. We were only 40%.
how many did we
on
go
our-
for?
2.
Okay.
We're only 40% on our third down conversions.
Which is weird.
Brian, I take offense to this, buddy.
But technically, we were 60% on conversions then, right? Because, like, we got 2, and we were 4 out of 10 of our third down. But 2 of those we converted on fourth down, so we were 60% conversion rate, which isn't too horrible. The Commanders were 0 of 2 on their fourth down conversions.
They should have been 1 of 2. That one where they threw it. It was 4th and 6, and the guy got tackled, and they called him. Originally they called it a first down, but then they looked at it again and they said he was short of the first.
Oh, yeah.
And I still truly believe that was a first down.
Yeah.
I love to win the game. I love it when the Chiefs win. I love it when a play goes the way that it's supposed to. But
I'm
when
not blind
when
to
the other team does something, you got to give them credit. I don't want to win because the refs screwed it up.
Sure.
I don't want to win because the Chiefs were able to trick the refs, and you know what I mean. It's kind of like cheating. Winning is winning, but it's not. It doesn't feel satisfactory if you've got to cheat to get there.
I feel we'll hit this comment here in a second, but I feel pretty strongly and pretty bad. Like we try to be fair here. I feel like I am very fair, and the fourth down in
6-7.
Was it in the first quarter? Yeah, the 4th and 6. That was a first down that the Commanders got screwed out of. I don't know
what I'm saying.
what their little like. Oh wait, did you say that? I didn't.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that specific play. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was egregious.
should've been.
I mean, I looked at all the different tape things and I was just like, oh, we're gonna hear about that on social media. Like, but
I mean, let's be fair. It's not.
I don't think
change
it changed the
game.
game. But
No.
we're gonna hear
At
about
that
it.
point in the game, I think it was still a game, though. That
I mean,
could have.
it's-
Agreed.
It could have
It's
been.
not as egregious
changed
as the
momentum.
tush push being fumbled and the whistle not being
Oh, that
blown, but the
yesterday.
ref saying
Yep.
the whistle was blown. So it's not as egregious as that.
Okay. Another positive to bring up is we were 4 out of 4 in red zone efficiency, which is a huge improvement from us end of last year, beginning of this year, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, our
Isn't that a
offense
4?
is very different from last year's offense. Last year's offense was just
last year and beginning of this year. Like, what I'm saying is, like, beginning of this year, we even were talking about we were 25% in the red
Yeah,
zone.
that's true. Yeah, the
We
first few
were-
games were really rough.
Like, it was rough.
It was so weird too because we're watching the preseason and every game in the preseason we're like, oh my gosh, they're looking better and better. And I remember Witchy, she's not here right now, but she was like, guys, it's preseason. We were like, yeah, but everything we've seen in the preseason, we're gonna go into week 1, and it just didn't. Yeah, it was crazy the first couple of games. Oh jeez.
Loki wants to make an appearance.
my little pup's tired.
Jesus. All right, well, we'll take this opportunity to read this comment from Brian. Most everyone east of the Mississippi is mental. I'll tell you what, buddy. I'm from east of the Mississippi, and I'm a little offended by this.
Are
Wait, is
you?
it?
Yeah.
Is it, not
Is it
true,
Kentucky
though?
east of the Mississippi?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I think Kentucky's east of the
Oh, that's-
Mississippi.
that's where
and
all
that's
Chief
where all
Dub is
Chief
from.
Dub is at.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know about. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where the Mississippi River is. It's been too long.
He said,
People
yeah, once
all
you
day
get past
long have
Ohio,
acted like they
they
don't
want to
have
kiss
Google.
their brother. That's not true. I've got 2 brothers, and
I think that's the deeper you go into Kansas, if I'm being honest. Oh,
Yes, most of Kentucky is east of the Mississippi.
yeah. So you're throwing our boys and all chiefed up under the bus there, Brian.
You're hurting my heart, buddy.
Oh man, I just thought that was hilarious. Brian says the craziest stuff.
Yeah, he's our comedic relief. Him and HD, but it's too late for HD. You know, he went to bed probably before the game started or stopped. Yeah,
He's asleep with the chips on his belly. Oh, speaking of that, HD, I sent you a text. You need to tell me where to send your winnings. All right, what else we got here? We got everyone to speak up when we talked about the east of the Mississippi. What's up, everybody? Everybody, thank you so much for coming in. If you could just leave a like, share out wherever you're watching this. If you're on X, just re-exit out, retweet it, chirp. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Oh, we're it's crazy because I feel like I watched a bad game played by the Chiefs today. But I mean, 28-7. It was almost. I called 28-10 was like my call for the score, and so I should be feeling like this is exactly what I imagined. But it felt really weird to start with, and I just felt like, what was the time of possession?
It was pretty even. It was.
So that must have changed. Yeah, because they're. I mean, I feel like what was the first half time of possession?
I mean, it wasn't even. It was 26 minutes to 34 minutes. So, like, it was definitely
lopsided, but
10
not
minutes,
not
but
like
not
last
crazy.
week.
Yeah, but
Last week was
I
3/4 to 1, pretty much.
I felt like our time of possession was really low, but it's probably because we just threw 2 picks, and our time of possession was really low in the first half, is what I felt like.
Yeah, well, the first quarter was 2-1. They had the ball twice as long as we did.
Yeah, okay, so it was the first
it's-
quarter. So like the first half, it was the Commanders 17 minutes and us 12. So I guess it wasn't as bad as I thought. But watching the game, the eye test just was like, this is bad.
Yeah, the first
but
quarter
it really
was
wasn't bad.
bad.
It was good.
The second quarter, we were almost identical.
Mm-hmm.
The third quarter was pretty bad, too.
Equally bad in our favor, though,
our
as the
favor.
first quarter.
Yeah.
And then the
we
fourth
just
quarter was
murdered
just,
them in the fourth quarter.
yeah. It was 3-1 there.
Yeah.
Yep, Mahomes magic. My dog was laying on my foot. That's why I picked him up. He's
now he's
tuckered.
back.
Yep, he's tuckered. Yeah, it was great. We had another dog over. You know, we were watching because our buddy was at the game. So the two dogs were playing together, and it was crazy because every time we like yelled for something good, like a TD or an interception, the dogs went crazy and had the zoomies around. They were like doing the celebration with us, and Buck was getting trampled.
Yeah, Brian, I disagree with that statement as well. Everyone should have at least one fuzzy murderer. Not this guy. Not this guy.
Buck here, but okay, everybody.
Buck
Just a
is
grain of
Buck's
salt.
puppy.
Buck does not hate animals.
No, I love animals.
He just is not. He doesn't feel that he's responsible enough to own an animal.
I am responsible enough, but I don't want to be responsible for an animal, and I've been screwed over twice in my life with cats and pregnancies.
That was your
and
fault for getting cats.
no, I didn't really have a choice.
I love cats, though.
Somebody's
But
got to.
Cats, you have to. I mean, you have to keep them
Somebody buy Buck a puppy.
indoor cats, and you have to have a Mancoon or a Norwegian Tree Force cat. Those are the 2 breeds you can have. That's just my advice to you.
Buck needs a puppy.
Buck needs a puppy. I think so.
Who's gonna come walk that dog for me?
We'll just call him D-O-G.
Oh no, I did
Bring
that.
him over
Yeah.
and we'll dog sit.
D-O-G. All right, well, chat, you guys got anything else? I think I'm done. I mean, I've got everything I wanted to talk about out. It's great. It was a great game, even though it just, for some reason, didn't feel like a great game. But it was a great game.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Go Chiefs.
I had a couple of drive 7 catches. Yeah, I've got all of my notes. We've done everything.
Shout out
gets-
to Karloftis for the killer pressure. He was the only one getting pressure, especially initially.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for that one play with Dana. We have a new micro fuzzy too. Milo butt what?
I don't know. I read it as butt bucket, and it made me think of hot pocket, and I was like butt bucket.
Jeez.
But it's okay. It was a weird thought to myself.
All right. On that note,
Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't have any more questions. We're gonna go ahead and end out. We're not gonna do our normal. We're going to say, hey, please check out buckandbob.com. Check out, just go and just help us out. Please share us out. We've been getting killed by, and it's not just us. Like, I used to watch everything. And so now with the season starting, with all the assholes that don't cover this in the off season, NBC, ESPN, CBS, all this bullshit is coming on my my feed. KCSN, only half of their stuff shows up on my feed. Chief Concerns has completely disappeared. I have to go to their channel to actually just watch their stuff.
Good stuff.
The Chiefs Report disappeared completely. RGR disappeared completely. I mean, all of us local creators need your help, because these half-ass guys on the major networks that really don't know a lot about Chiefs are just kill us during the main season. And unless you're like Cole, or all Chiefed Up is actually, I mean, they're lucky to to have over 50K subs, like. But if you're not them, you're not showing up on the feeds, and it really sucks. So help us out and help other creators out too. Like, make sure you like all the stuff, and look us up. Because just because we're not showing up on your feed doesn't mean we haven't put an episode out or haven't put something out. It just means that YouTube cares about the guys that have more subs. It's just the way it is. It's unfortunate. But
it is what it is.
Help us out. And yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Blazin_Bob. That's BLAZZIN_BOB. You can find Buck.
Oh, on Facebook. You can always find me on Facebook, either at Buck and Bob or at my personal. And on X, it's Buck_Tastic, BUK_TASTIK.
Yep. And Mel, you can't find Mel.
you can find me here.
Gary making a late comment. What's up, Gary?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Gary? How you doing, brother? All right, guys. Well, we're gonna get out of here. I'll put out a shortened version of this tomorrow, with maybe some memes and some plays in there. So hopefully, give that one a like and use that hype button. See if we can get it seen by some more people. And definitely go and check out the meme video I made. I thought it was pretty funny. It's like one dog playing tug of war with three dogs, and I put the one dog with the Chiefs emblem on, and then the rest of the AFC West emblems on the other dog. Check it out. It's the last short we did. And yeah, help us out, guys.
It was a real life video of our dog at the dog park.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Loki was the Broncos in this situation, but
Fine.
yeah, it sucks. But
He
yeah.
was going up against a Great Dane. It's not our fault.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, help us out, and me and Buck will see you on Thursday night, I believe, for the next preview of the game against the Bills. And please, if you're still in here,
King Jamie.
yeah, could you please have
Anthony.
have Anthony get a hold of me? Email buckandbob@gmail.com, or just get a hold of me on Twitter. And yeah, we would love to have him on for that show. It'd be a good, neat thing to kind of cross-examine the two teams with, people that know a lot about the two teams. So take it easy, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Latest in the Menjay.